this is something that we see in the Sri Guru Granth Sahib. There's kind of an illusion, and it's alluded to, that there is something sacred about the top center of our head, because ever since the time of Guru Gobind Singh, but even before that, Sikhs covered their head. And then Guru Gobind Singh made it part of what he called the Amrit Dhari Sikhs, that take the vow to always serve others, no matter what, and to maintain their bodies in a very healthy way. And part of covering our head, covering that 10th gate, gives us physical benefits. So if it's a summertime, we'll stay cool. Even in the desert, we see the desert nomads, the people who live in the desert, they keep their head covered. Why? Because it keeps your body at a steady temperature. And in the cold, I always have to have my ears covered. And so with my turban, ears are covered. The 10th gate is a subtle energy. Now, when we're first born, we have the two sides of our crown that haven't quite come together, right? And then after a few weeks, if you touch the baby's head, it's no longer soft there. Then the crown has merged together, but there's still a subtle opening. And that subtle opening is what the yogis call the 10th gate. And when we meditate, it's aligned with the pituitary, which is located between the two brows. It's a tiny little gland about the size of a pea between the two brows, a half inch up and a half inch back. And then the pineal gland, which sits kind of right in the middle of the brain. And when those two energies are secreting, those two glands are secreting, and the energies merge, then the energy rises up through the 10th gate and out into our aura. And there are meditations that we do where we visualize this energy rising up and out into our aura, into the world. Why? Because as Guru Nanak taught us over 550 years ago, he told the yogis, don't just sit here, take this beautiful healing out and serve people. So when we started practicing, every single person, after doing the long Ekon cards, this first meditation he gave, had a mild or some kind of experience where you felt this Kundalini energy rise in you. And then we'd go and we'd tell him, oh, we had this, something happen. He said, so what? I said, so what? It doesn't, that's not why you do it. You do it because that is giving you the vitality. Now go and serve people. That's why we do it. So the yogis got caught up in just being in that ecstasy for themselves. But how selfish is that? And so he always told us, use the Kundalini to take care of other people. So I would say, in relation to wearing the turban, that's one aspect of it. It does benefit covering the 10th gate. But the other thing is what Guru Gobind Singh gave us, and that is the gift of being very bright. You stand out, and not everybody likes that. Sometimes when you put your turban and you go out and everybody's looking at you, that feels a little daunting, and not everybody likes it. Myself, I guess I was fortunate because I've never felt attacked. And I know some people do feel attacked, and there's been Sikhs and Muslim people who also wear turbans, a little different than ours, but people attack when they are seeing something they don't understand. And in my life and my experience, I've been very, very blessed, because the only thing people say is, oh, that looks beautiful. And so even though I started doing yoga when I'm 20, maybe 18. It was a long time ago, over 50, almost 55 years. So now I'm closer to 80, but you can't see my white hair. No, you can't see all my wrinkles because the turban even pulls up, some of your wrinkles. So it's kind of cool that the turban makes me feel like I am still vital. And plus it keeps the brain covering the skull so it doesn't move around. The skull has a anchor by the turban. So all those things contribute to this lifestyle of Kundalini Yoga and Sikh Dharma. And you do stand out. If you want to stand out, that is part of the dispensation that was given by Guru Gobind Singh. You do stand out because you can never deny. You can never deny who you are. And somebody comes and says, you're here to give, to serve, to help. I need help. And you can't deny. You have to help. You have to serve. That's what you commit to when you put on the turban.